It was supposed to be a normal night shift. Nothing special, nothing different, just another quiet drive through empty streets. I drive the last bus on this route, every night. Same schedule, same roads, same silence. Most people think night driving is peaceful. They're wrong. At night, the city doesn't sleep. It watches. Streetlights flicker longer than they should. Shadows stretch where they shouldn't. And silence feels heavy, like it's pressing against your ears. There is a rule every night, driver knows. No passengers after 11:30 p.m., no matter who it is, no matter where they're standing. The older drivers never joke about that rule. They just look at you and tell you to follow it. That night, I remembered the rule. And still, I broke it. At exactly 11:47 p.m., I saw someone at the last bus stop. The place was wrong. No streetlights, no nearby buildings, no sound. Just fog, rolling slowly across the road. And him. He stood under the broken bus stop sign, not waving, not pacing, not even shifting his weight. Just standing. Still. I eased off the accelerator. The bus slowed down. My hand hovered over the brake. A cold feeling crawled up my spine. Something in my head said, "Don't stop. Just drive past." I looked at the empty road ahead, then back at him. And I stopped. The bus hissed as the doors opened. The sound echoed too loudly, like it didn't belong there. For a moment, he didn't move. Then he stepped forward, slowly, carefully. His shoes made no sound on the steps, no footsteps, no scrape. That's when I realized I couldn't hear anything at all. Not the engine, not the night, not even my own breathing. He walked inside, didn't look at me, didn't ask for a ticket, didn't say a word. He passed every seat, all the way to the back, and sat down. The doors closed, the bus started moving again. I told myself it was fine, just a tired passenger, just someone who needed to get home. But my hands wouldn't stop shaking. I checked the mirror. He was sitting straight, perfect posture, hands on his knees, eyes open, not blinking. I looked back to the road, then checked the mirror again. Same position, same stare. That's when I noticed something else. His chest wasn't moving. No breathing, no sigh, no movement at all. I swallowed hard, tightened my grip on the steering wheel. The bus felt heavier now, slower, like it was carrying more than it should. The road ahead felt longer, darker, endless. And that's when the thought hit me. I had picked up the last passenger of the night. And something deep inside me whispered, he was never supposed to get on this bus.
For a few minutes, nothing happened. The bus kept moving. The road stayed empty. The engine hummed softly. I tried to focus on driving, tried to ignore the feeling that something was wrong, but the mirror kept pulling my eyes back. He was still there. Same seat, same posture, same stare. No movement. No blinking. I told myself not to look again. Then the bus hit a small bump on the road. Nothing serious, just enough to make the seat shake. Everyone's body reacts to that. Everyone except him. He didn't move at all. That's when I felt it. The bus felt heavier, slower, like it was struggling. I pressed the accelerator. The speed didn't change. My grip tightened on the steering wheel. I checked the mirror again. His reflection was there, but something was wrong. The reflection lagged. When the bus turned slightly, the reflection followed a second late. I froze. So did the reflection. For a moment, neither of us moved. Then I looked back at the road, my heart pounding. I remembered another rule, one the older drivers never wrote down. If something feels wrong, don't acknowledge it. So I pretended nothing was happening. The next stop came into view. Empty, lights off. I slowed down out of habit. That's when I heard it. Breathing, not from behind me. Right next to my ear. Slow, deep, too close. I didn't turn my head. I didn't stop the bus. I stared straight ahead. The breathing stopped. The silence returned, heavier than before. I checked the mirror. The seat was empty. My stomach dropped. The bus felt lighter, normal again. I told myself he got down, that I missed it, that everything was fine. Then the mirror fogged up, and a shape appeared behind me, not sitting, not standing, leaning forward, close enough that I could feel it watching me. That's when I realized something terrifying. The passenger never left the bus. He just changed where he was sitting. I didn't move. I didn't turn around. I didn't even breathe properly. The shape in the mirror stayed there, too close, too still. The bus slowed down on its own. I hadn't touched the brakes. My foot was still on the accelerator. The speed dropped. 20, 15, 10. My heart started pounding. Then the radio turned on, by itself. Static filled the cabin, loud, sharp, uncomfortable. Then a voice cut through it, low, cracked, unfamiliar. Don't stop. My hands tightened around the steering wheel. I remembered another rule, one the senior drivers whispered about. If the last passenger moves closer, you must not stop the bus. I pressed the accelerator, hard. The engine screamed. The sound echoed through the empty road. But the bus barely responded. The breathing returned. Not beside my ear. Everywhere. Like the bus itself was breathing. The floor vibrated. The seats trembled. The lights inside flickered. Once, twice, then stayed dim. The mirror went dark, completely black. No reflection, no shape. For a moment, I thought that was good. Then I felt it. A hand, resting lightly on my shoulder. Cold, too cold. Not squeezing, not grabbing, just reminding me. It was there. I fought the urge to scream. The road ahead bent unnaturally, street signs blurred. The world felt stretched. That's when I saw it, the final stop. It wasn't supposed to be there yet. I checked the route in my head. This wasn't right. But the sign was clear, bright, waiting. The hand on my shoulder tightened. The voice came again, closer, slower. Stop here. Every instinct in my body screamed to obey, but the rule echoed louder. Do not stop. I closed my eyes for a second, pressed the accelerator again. The bus surged forward. The hand vanished. The breathing stopped, and the final stop slipped past behind me. The radio went silent. The lights returned to normal. The road straightened. But deep down, I knew something. I hadn't escaped. I had only delayed whatever was riding with me. I didn't stop the bus. Not even when my legs started shaking. Not even when my hands felt numb around the steering wheel. The road went quiet again. Too quiet. No breathing. No voice. No pressure on my shoulder. For a moment, I thought it was over. I told myself whatever was on the bus had finally left. The next few minutes passed slowly, painfully slowly. Every second felt stretched. like time itself didn't want to move forward. The bus drove normally now. The engine sounded right. The speed felt right. The road looked normal, but I didn't feel normal. My chest felt tight. My mouth felt dry. I checked. The last seat was empty, completely empty. No shadow, no shape, no reflection. I forced myself to blink, to breathe. I let out a breath I didn't realize I was holding. The depot lights appeared in the distance, warm, yellow, familiar. They looked safe. I told myself I had made it. Then the radio clicked on. Soft this time, slow, almost gentle. The same voice spoke. Calm, close, too close. You did well. My stomach dropped instantly. Those words weren't relief. They were confirmation. Confirmation that something had been watching. The gates opened. The bus rolled inside the depot. I parked the bus, turned off the engine. The sudden silence felt louder than the drive itself. For a moment, nothing happened. I stayed seated, hands still on the wheel, listening, waiting, counting my breaths. 1, 2, 3. When I finally stood up, my legs almost gave out. I grabbed the seat for support. The bus felt different now, smaller, closer. I walked down the aisle slowly. Every step echoed. I reached the back of the bus. The last seat was warm. Not slightly warm, recently warm. Like someone had just stood up. My heart started pounding again. I stepped back, almost tripped. That's when I noticed the window. Finger marks, pressed hard against the glass, from the inside. Not one, not two. Two overlapping, crowded, like something had been watching me leave. I backed away slowly. The supervisor asked me if I was feeling okay. He said I looked pale, said my hands were shaking. I didn't answer him. I didn't tell anyone what happened that night. I never drove the last bus again. They say nothing followed me home, but sometimes, late at night, when the room is quiet, I hear breathing, slow, familiar, not behind me, not beside me, inside my head. And if you ever take the last bus, after midnight, watch the mirror. If someone is sitting behind you, don't turn around. And whatever you do, don't stop.